Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Let's do the formalities first. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Let me know. I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone is having a nice evening. Just want to get this out of the way, make sure everyone can hear me. Let me know that you can hear me, and then we'll crack on. Yes. Good. Okay. Hello. Good evening. This is one of many of the videos and live streams we're going to be doing over the next 9 days for Operation Overlord. I want to make something extremely clear about the 24th of January and what it is that we're looking to do. What I'm looking to put together on the 24th of January in 9 days' time is to put small teams in France in various locations, documenting exactly like we did. And this only works with people that are intelligent, people that have the right mindset, and people that want to do the right thing for their country. What we're looking to do and what's happening behind the scenes right now is logistically where we're going to send people. What this is a response to the French government, who clearly we've rattled very, very severely, because we have one of the highest ranking members of the French government talking about a group of working class lads that travel to France, document and do what the French authorities have failed to do. So what is the 24th going to look like? Well, we're going to send people into France through air, land and sea. We're going to do it. People are going to be flying in. People are going to be going in by ferry, by the shuttle and by other means. People will be taking ferries from Portsmouth. People will be taking ferries from all around the south coast. And they will be traveling to the Calais area. And they will be given information of their point of where they need to go to. There is no point in having everyone in the same place. This is about making a statement along the coast of northern France. If you think I'm sending everyone to France and I'm not going to end up being there, you're highly mistaken. I will take that risk, the risk that they've put on me. But up to this point, no one has mentioned my name and told me that I am banned from the territory of France. And until that point comes, I'm not willing to accept that I am banned from France. So I will be entering France on the 24th, and I'm letting everyone know that I will be. I'm letting the French authorities know that we will be. Because you know what I think of? I think of our forefathers that gave you your country back. We think of those that sacrificed so many lives to give you your country back. And look how you are treating us. You can quite easily, with your justice system, use that to prevent British nationals from landing in France. But yet you can do absolutely nothing to prevent the invasion of third world men. It is now time that the English and British lads took a stand and made a statement, not a violent statement, not a riot, but a statement with English flags and British flags across the north of the French territory. This has to be done. We look weak. They're testing us. We have to respond. And I'm happy to oblige. I'm happy to do what's needed. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Before I go into some of the logistics of how and where we need to go and how it's going to look, I need you to understand why this is happening, because I believe I truly understand why this is now happening. This is a cash cow on every level. I've mentioned it on multiple occasions that this is a cash cow for the French authorities, a huge cash cow for the NGOs over in France, cash cow for the British government, and for the security companies like Serco, the HMOs, the hotels. And I'm going to show you this. When you think of a government and when they put things in place and they spend your money, our money, did you know, which probably most of you didn't, but did you know this? The UK spent up to £1 billion of taxpayers' money on drones to prevent migrant crossings. So what this actually means is that since, by the way, this is from 2022, okay? 2022 this is from. So in 2022 up to now, they've had drones capable of scouring the north of France and the Channel. Means that there is a clear indication that there is no willingness by anyone on the French or the English side for this to stop. Why? Because of money. Because everyone is making money. Now let me show you another one, which will probably shock you more than this one. I'm going to remove that. Let me show you this one. So this is quite a new report that I've been made aware of today, which again shows us bring this in. If it wants to load. Okay, I'm going to read it out to you because it's not loading at the moment until it loads. There's an app that's Don't you love a live video? Can you hear me now? You can hear me now, yeah? So I'll go back to it. Sound is back. It's all part of the life. When you do things live, things go wrong. Don't worry about it. We move on. So let me put this into layman's terms for you. This is the Home Office giving it's called Migrant Help, which is a charity. They gave them over £200 million of our money, and Migrant Help developed an app that then helps migrants in this country get into work. Now, what kind of work do you think that app helps them get? Have a wild guess. What app? What does this app do? And who do you think it's connected to? Deliveroo, Uber Eats. Yes. So we're all wondering, just bring this out a second. So we're all wondering, hold on a minute, when they land in these hotels, how are they getting these bikes and how are they getting these jobs so quickly? Because the Home Office funded an app through a charity called Migrant Watch that helps them gain employment as soon as they arrive. And also this app also helps them communicate behind the scenes. When I say that this is all about money, I'm not joking. We're being completely shafted. We're being led to believe that there is this boogeyman that they call the smuggling gangs. And listen, I've done enough research. I've spoken to enough people. I know there are smuggling gangs. I know that. But it's not on the level that people are being told. It's not. The reason the whole thing is continuing, the reason it's been going on for so long, the reason it's been going on for 20 years is because the amount of money that everyone's making. Utopia 56, they are paying themselves significant amount of money in the millions. Their wage bill is in the millions. Let me repeat that again. Utopia 56, who say they are there to help migrants, their wage bill for the people at the top of their organisation runs into the millions. So when British nationals go to France and disrupt the cash cow, they will do everything in their power to prevent us from being there. More of a reason for us to be there. More of a reason for us to make a statement. And that's exactly what's going to happen. We don't need thousands of people. We just need some good people. We don't need hundreds and hundreds of people. We just need good people. People that are willing to sit in a car. Listen, with the lads behind the scenes, we've looked at the prices because we were concerned about the cost of getting people to France. It's £74 return on the ferry with a full car if you pre-book. If you go onto the P&O website right now and you book for the 24th between 10 and 12 in the daytime, it's cheap there and back. Coming back about 5-6 o'clock. It's dirt cheap. The shuttle, under 150 per full car, it's about £20-30 each. It's nothing. There are no excuses. There are no excuses. This is important. This is important to show them that they can ban as many people as they want. More will take their place. But not loose cannons, not people looking for a fight, not people looking to disrespect our forefathers, not looking to disrespect our grandfathers, but looking to do something to say, I was part of that. Going to France is the easy part. Getting on those beaches or getting into those local communities again is the easy part. It's the consistency of this, which is the difficult part. And too much time has lapsed. The time is now. There's too much talking going on. And as most of you know, I like TOEFL. I'm an action man. I do things I say I'm going to do and I'm going to see it through. So other things that I've been doing is I've been looking at, I've been sent pictures, I've been sent videos of other individuals that have been to France and spoken out against what it is that we've seen. And I'm seeing a few groups that are really doing some fantastic work. This is not an isolated thing to a certain organisation. This is a collective thing for the whole country to get behind. No one should be stopped from going to France because they're not part of someone. This is for everyone, whoever's willing to do it. Today I was sent a video from, you'll probably know him, he's from BB Media, BB Audits. He went over to France. He's done some fantastic work. He went to Paris. He went to the same places that we went to that were very, very dangerous. And I want to bring him in now. I want him to talk me through from start to finish, where he went, what he saw, how he sees it, and what he believes is the right move, and how people need to conduct themselves when they're in France. Let's hope this all works perfect when we press the button. Good evening. Can you hear me, mate?
I can hear you, mate. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing? You right?
I'm right, Goose. I'm all right. Good evening,
good.
chat.
Right, so obviously
Good evening, mods.
We've met a few times at a few of the events.
Yep.
Obviously, I was sent some videos that you did today. Just run me through how you ended up in France, and give us your story. What did you do? How did you do it? What did you see?
A couple of us have been talking about it for a little while. So there's Lord Rob 88 and Only Tony, both TikTokers. So basically, we said we want to do this. Let's not muck around. So basically, a couple of weeks ago, we booked it up for last Friday, and that was it. We just went out there. People keep talking, not doing, so we wanted to go out there, document it. We was told there's no women and children in these camps and that, so we wanted to prove that wrong, which we did. We also wanted to see the other side of it, see the living conditions, and see actually how bad it is and how easy it is to get out there. Red wine was good, by the way.
How did you get out there?
So basically, we got the ferry out there. Yeah, we got the ferry out there. I think it cost us £118 each way. So yeah, £118 all in all for pardon. We prepaid.
Did you prepay, or did you pay on the day when you got there?
Yeah, we prepaid.
So when you got to France, where did you go first?
We went to a little hotel, was just up the road from Dunkirk, about 10 minutes. And that there's quite cheap too. I think that cost us £45 each for the 3 days we was out there. I can't remember exactly the name of the place, but yeah, that was cheap too.
Yeah. So so how long did you stay over there for?
We went on the Friday. We left about, I think it was 6:30 in the morning from where we were to get the ferry. We managed to get on the earlier ferry. We was booked on for 11:20, but managed to get on for 10:20. So then we got out there, we went straight to the hotel, put all our stuff away, and then made the decision on that day to drive straight to Paris, because that was going to be the longest. From where you are in Dunkirk to Paris is about 3 hours there, and then 3 hours back. So we made the decision to go to Paris on the night, but we wish we didn't, tell you the truth, because that is like at night time, it's literally a no-go place, no-go area. It is lawless. It is so really lawless and so dangerous. Like one,
we had the same
Rob was with us. He nearly had a knife pulled out on him, like demanding our footages and all that. So yeah,
by who?
That is by one of the migrants. Basically, when we was at, so there's two ends under a bridge. Yeah, so one end we was got in talking to him. It was all good. Everything was fine. And then when we walked round to the other side, there was a couple of people, and they made out they were social workers. So we said we were just going to document this and that. Her attitude changed straight away, started talking in their language, and all of a sudden it just turned. Yeah, we had to get out of there, like literally get away from there, because it weren't good at all.
Do you know where they were from? Did they tell you where they were from? Were they
African, a lot of them Sudan? From like Africa. Like a lot of it is Africa. That place is mainly Africa, and you know, the Somalis and all them sort of people. So yeah, a lot of them is like Africa and all that.
Did you notice that there was a separation of different ethnicities? And
yes, they don't sit together. They don't like each other. They don't talk to each other. No. They stay away from each other.
There's a hierarchy. We found there was a bit of a hierarchy between the migrants.
Yeah, there is. And also in the northern of France, yeah. So they have. So what we also noticed under these bridges, yeah, they have spotters watching them, like watching the people, and then a bit further up when you walk up, they've got ones trying to sell you the drugs and all stuff like that too. And there's always watchers watching these camps all around.
Yeah, we were told. We were
Your
told that
signal's going, mate.
the gangs would come and steal all the money, try to.
I'm just about hearing you. Say that again.
I don't know if it's my signal or your signal.
You're freezing, guys. You're freezing.
Yeah, we got told that. Am I? That should be all right. I don't understand that. Is it all right now?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We got told that the gangs were coming in at the middle of the night and taking their possessions.
Yeah, well, we actually did notice two people tried robbing someone. We did see two people trying to rob one of the migrants, and he quickly, when they grabbed hold of him, he quickly run off.
So when you left Paris, where did you go?
Back to the hotel, because the time we didn't get back to the hotel. So we got into Paris, and the time we got into Paris was midnight. So after Paris, obviously, we went over to the Eiffel Tower and just had a little look around there and the Diana and Muriel, but that don't matter. So the time we got back to our hotel was about 3 o'clock in the morning. So we went back to the hotel, then Saturday we made the plan. We wanted to go to the big one in Dunkirk. So we went to the Sainsbury's first of all, because Patriots of Britain, yeah, they've helped me out, like telling me where to go, like especially Sam, where to go, how to do it, and like so. Basically, we went to the Sainsbury's and at the Sainsbury's, but it's a big shopping centre, and we bought them. Like so I met 3 of them now, and I said to them, if I buy some water, some bread, and all that, will you take us to the camp and actually show us around, actually in your camp where you sleep, and actually get into there? So they said, yeah. So I walked, as I think it's about a mile and a half. So me and only Tony walked with them while Lord Rob drove. So we got into the camp. They showed us how they walk, where they go every day, where the police are, where they're going to, like in the morning, police actually stop them from getting up the other end where the shopping centres are. So they have to so they've got a little pathway they're using now, just off of the road. So we got into the camp, basically, had a whole walk around the camp, seeing so they got cats in them camps, yeah, living with them, because of the rats running around. Then all of a sudden, I caught a chicken running outside of me eye. So they've got chickens in there too. It's crazy, literally crazy. and also I noticed, yeah,
dangerous.
No, but it's but some of these tents I'm noticing, yeah, have actually got little suitcase generators. I've actually got it. If anyone wants to watch it, it's on my video on YouTube. Yeah, they've actually got generators, little suitcase generators in some of their tents too. Where are they getting these from?
Yeah.
So anyway, go on.
Did you? Where were they from? Because one of the things that we found,
Cameroon. Two of them we got talking to. Well, one was called Owen, and the other one was called CJ. Owen wants to be a boxer. Yeah. That's why he wants to come to the UK. He wants to be a boxer. I asked him his age. He said, bear in mind, all these spoke to me perfectly English, yeah? So Owen said he wants to be a boxer. He's 20. So he looked in his 20s too. Then I asked CJ, what do you want to be? He said he wants to be a footballer. Sports Nottingham Forest too. I thought that was a weird one.
So what are they running from in Cameroon?
So they're from Cameroon. So he said he was 15. Right? He looks in his 20s. And the minute I asked him his date of birth, he went, sorry, don't speak English. Or don't understand you.
They've been told, if you become a minor, you get looked after a lot better. We found
so I was expecting him to say the 1st of January, because that's what most of them go by, because it's easiest to remember.
Did you meet any NGOs?
So when we went into the camp, we actually got in. So where the market is, went past all the market, then you got the other side where all the charities are and all that. So there's one charity as you go in there. They're called what did I say? Roots. So they're called Roots, and they deal with the people for sanitary towels, nappies for kids like that. They've got a big tent now where they can charge all their mobile phones up, and in that tent is like a rave. Like they're just literally raving and dancing in there, having a laugh. There's a makeshift hospital there. There's an hairdresser's there. We can get your hair cut for free. And then we had to, so it started getting a bit more hostile and that we noticed with the people. Then a car pulled up, 3 people got out in security uniform and that, like the security coat, like the grey coat with the silver reflectant thing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they turned up, then the mood just changed completely, like completely changed, and we thought, yeah, we need to get out of there. They were NGOs, 100% they were NGOs.
Yeah.
100%.
Did you? I don't know if you heard my what I was saying before, but we've looked at Ryan managed to speak to someone that actually pulled up Utopia 56's accounts, and the amount of money,
they're making stupid money
is being funded into these NGOs. And
there's also people smugglers in there too. But the people smugglers are dressed up as migrants. The way to tell the difference between them is what they're wearing. Like, look at their trainers if they're brand new in that. So I got talking to one person, like he's walking around with brand new trainers, Moncler coat, Apple, them Apple AirPod things and that. And he was talking to me perfectly English and all that. And he was with the ones we met at the Sainsbury's. They were actually not Sainsbury's, like their supermarket. They was actually there buying bottles of wine. That's why they were there.
Yeah. So from your point of view, this isn't a clear cut. People are just turning up. Nothing's orchestrated. Everything's sort of like the way that they're trying to portray it. I feel very much that everything is organised from top to bottom, from the NGOs talking to the local authorities, because we noticed very quickly when we went there 9 times, and within those 9 times, we found that the people that are in those camps, they change, but they're always from the same place. So one week it will be the Sudan's turn, then the next week it will be those from Eritrea, but they're all from the same place. And you think if migrants are all traveling through Europe and all that, why is it
Cameroon, Eritrea, and the other one what you just said, Sudan, they're the main 3.
Yeah.
What you're bumping into.
Yeah. And I'm sure in these countries, the living standards in these countries and the wars that are going on in these countries between each other. I mean, to think that these men, not all, but to think the majority of these men could be westernized and come into our country and behave normally, you don't believe that could happen, do you?
Never a million years.
Because of the way that they happily live, the way that they're living in those camps.
They look at our women and children, especially the women. They don't look at them as anything. They're just a bit of meat to them. You know what I mean?
Scary.
And
did you hear about the gun fights and the stabbing fights?
Yeah, the gun fights. There is. Well, actually, have you seen the video? There was actually guns found in that camp. And what I found out, someone sent me a picture.
That's really important. This would be a very important part. Just go back to how you first heard about it.
So I think it might have been GB News who posted it, but the French police actually dug up guns in this camp. And there's Taliban, which is running some of the camps. Some of the camps you can't even go near, because there is guns in these camps. And if anyone's seen the undercover migrant, he's landing these things while guns are going off at night time.
Yeah, this is why I was always very concerned when we were doing what we were doing, especially by the camp that we're talking about there. I mean, we were there for 5 minutes, and they were, there was knives were being pulled and stones were being thrown and all sorts. So it's a danger.
That's why we went in there a different way. People were saying stuff about, why are you feeding them and that, and why are you doing this? Well, that was our way of getting in there, letting them trust us. You know what I mean? To show they can trust us, and we'll come here to document it for them. You know what I mean? That's how we gained their trust to get in there. There's some of the places so you got the Calais one,
yeah.
That
the
hospital.
The hospital.
Yeah, where the hospital is. That there is lawless. That one.
Dangerous.
Yeah. There was no NGOs there at the time. There was no workers there. There was no people giving out food or anything. And I see one coming out of the camp. So I quickly went over to him and said, look, I want to film. Can I come in? Just have a walk around your camp quickly and film. He went, yeah, come with me. So we went in there, didn't think nothing about it. So we all got in there, walked around, started filming. Again, I found a tent at the back, a suitcase, generator in there, big crowbar hanging up the side. And then as I started coming around another side, then it started, and then the mood changed again. Oh, no filming. And then we thought, yeah, we need to get out of here.
Yeah. Again, we were there for a couple of minutes and we had stones being thrown at us and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the volatility of these men, the way that they behave very quickly, they're very violent. They're a lot of them probably got a lot of PTSD from what they've seen and what they've been involved in. Yeah. I mean, a lot of these men are probably committed some very heinous crimes.
So these people in Africa, they like where they come from, they have to like fight to survive. It's killed or be killed. You know what I mean? They have not got the same morals of what we've got.
No.
So
and that's not their fault. It's just
it ain't their fault. But it's their world. What they come from.
That's the world they live in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We come from a different world.
About the left and about those that just don't see it, that you don't understand the risks and the dangers. I mean, we've just spoken about these dangers. You know, these men that we've spoken about, that you've spoken about, they're now in our communities. They're now sat around our women and children, you know, walking to the shop around us all. And, you know, what do you see? You know, what do you see coming? I mean, I see what's coming. What do you see?
I see it getting worse. There's something is going to happen. Something big is going to happen, yeah. And like, yeah, it's frightening to even think about it. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing it as they're putting them all in the army barracks over here. God, that's the thing, isn't it? Putting them in army barracks. They've got fighting age men coming over, and you're bloody putting them in army barracks. You know what I mean? They are built. These are sleeper cells. I see it as sleeper cells. You know what I mean? They are building an army.
There was a report from GB News that went on Snapchat, and they zoomed in on the army barracks, and they managed to, you know, when I don't know how Snapchat works. Apparently, if you zoom in on a location, you get those that are in that location with Snapchat, and it shows you videos, and you can go through it. And they actually found videos of these men holding AK-47s in Sudan, holding zombie knives with all these ammunition, firing, and now they're sat in army barracks in England.
Well, one of the security guards at Epping Bell Hotel, it was actually, I can't remember what exactly happened, but someone zoomed in on his phone and he was flicking through. They got his social media, and there he's sitting, posting guns and that, sitting there with AKs and all that. And now he's a security guard at the Epping Bell Migrant Hotel.
You couldn't write it. And the thing is, we're being completely brainwashed into believing that this is somehow normal, and, you know, being desensitized to believe this is normal. I mean, I don't know if you know about the phone that I found on that very beach.
Yeah, I have seen. Have you still got that phone?
I've still got the phone. It's hidden at the moment because we're going to be doing a documentary on it. The horrendous thing that's actually on that phone. It needs to be exposed properly.
100%. So keep that safe.
I don't think I'm the right person, because
you need someone who can translate it all properly.
I'm talking to people that are close to Tommy. We're going to try and get this done properly, because this guy is a danger. He needs to be exposed very, very quickly. But that's
100%.
So the last thing I want to talk to you about really quickly.
I just want to say one thing before we jump off you. So that one at the one that Dunkirk, this one is mainly for boats. So but there's also got speaking to him, and he said they jump on a lorry to another part and they're getting boats from another part of France, but this part they're not having to pay for the boats. So who is actually paying for that for them?
NGOs, I reckon.
And then the Calais one is mainly for lorries. That's mainly for lorries, jumping on the lorries because it's next to the big lorry park.
Yeah, there's loads of different ways that they're coming in, aren't they? And we're actually not talk about the migrant dinghies all the time, but a lot of people are highlighting to me in comments and stuff saying they're being flown in. They're being flown in.
They're being flown into Manchester Airport. I think it was like saying at one stage 500 a night at Manchester Airport.
Why do you think the UK government is doing this? I mean, they're not stupid. If me and you as English working class men can work out that this is a problem, this is a dangerous situation. That
money. It's literally money.
It's money. I mean, you follow.
money.
I don't know if you saw that. What I showed you
Like
that
we've
the
got
app.
veterans and like the homeless on the streets. Why are they not being put into these hotels? Why are they not being put into these army barracks? Why are they left? And why
Yeah,
are all these people coming over being given 3 meals a day, brand new
yeah,
phone, clothes? You know what I mean? People. So also like so, free speech Shell. Don't know if she's listening or not, but me and her have been doing a lot of stuff too. Yeah. So
hmm,
like they get prepaid bank card sort of things. I can't remember the exact name of it, but they get prepaid cards. It's all on my channel. I've documented all this. So they
yeah,
get prepaid cards, and
yeah.
they
I've heard of
get
this.
on that. I think they
Yes.
get about 40. They're only allowed to get out 300 at a time or something like that.
Yeah, mad. So they're getting. I mean, what's basically happening is they're being pushed to the front of the queue on everything and getting things that
Everything.
Even English. You know, if me and you went to the
Driving lessons, free driving lessons.
insane.
You know what I
Insane.
mean?
I mean,
Hospital
if me and you
appointments.
went to the local council and we said, "Look, we're homeless, we're falling on hard times," they'd
Yeah.
literally tell us to go away.
I don't know
That's
how much you've seen about my channel, Dan, but also I exposed, Braintree Hospital, we're
mm-hmm.
having migrants going in there, 40 a day, giving them for TB,
We
checking
found the
them for
tablets.
TB,
Did you
putting
see the
them.
tablets we found?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see this thing.
yeah.
I've actually exposed the whole of Braintree Hospital. They were
Wow.
taking them now, putting them in the reception with people. Like, so one bloke come up and said, like, his wife is just getting over cancer. She's got a zero immune system. Why are they sitting with the general public when they've got or might have TB? So, you know what I mean? They said to me, well, normally they sit in the corridors. You know what I mean? But it's been changed now. They have them in the van in one by one.
They also use school buses in France to move these men around wherever they're moving to. We were literally
Oh,
pulled by the old bill. We pulled up because there was a load of migrants in front of us, pulled up and got out the car, started videoing them. Suddenly the police turned up. Next thing, this school bus with a kid starting on the back, and they're putting all these men that potentially got TB and all sorts of diseases on school buses, dropping
yeah.
them off, and then picking the kids up and dropping them back
Ain't
home.
even TB low. AIDS. AIDS too.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think comes from a third world country? The reason we used to get jabs to go to Africa is because of all the, all the
It still have
diseases
to.
and all sorts. You know, you're just asking for trouble. But I don't. I want to ask you this before I forget. You know, we as I've talked to you over the phone earlier, the plan is to get to people to go over to and to do what you did, be a
Yep.
citizen of Britain, and to document and to do it. Just it's not difficult to get there, is it?
It's not difficult to get there
And
at
it's
all.
not
Right. So
difficult
let me let me
to
let
look
me
up.
just say,
Yeah,
So on the way out there, we
yeah,
didn't have no problem going out there whatsoever. We actually got pulled over by the police at Dunkirk Beach. Yeah. As we pulled onto the, so I don't know what part you went, but there's a bit where you can pull down and drive onto the beach. As we
yeah.
was driving down to turn round, police pulled in front of us, undercover. I think it was Peugeot car, undercover, still nothing on it, like plain car. They got out, asked us what we're doing. We said, look, we've been to the migrant camp. I showed them a receipt where we got some food. They actually said to us, what organisation you from? I said, we're from no organisation. They were saying, because we've had English plate cars helping them with the boats. Yeah, I said, no, we're not going to lie to you. We're going on them boats, on them
Well,
beaches
how
to
can
have a look.
the migrant boats?
Yeah, migrant boats, yeah.
So
That's
that's
what the police said
NGOs
to
from
us.
England.
That's what the police said to us. And then they went, so I said, we're not going to lie to you. We're actually going on there to have a look for them. We found 6, all this sliced up, but we still found 6. You know what I mean? We found a rucksack,
I saw that.
what had a wallet
Just
in
run
it.
me through that. It's very important, BB. It's very important that people hear your story because this is what they're going to be asked to do on the 24th to the 25th, just to do what you did. You know, it's going to take 6 to 8 hours to get this done, to be part of this. Just explain what you did on that day and how it went, what you found. Just go through it because it's important because people
What,
that
on
are
the
listening
beach?
now are going to want to do what you
What, on the
did.
beach, yeah?
Yeah, on the beach.
Right, so the Dunkirk beach is literally about a kilometre from the camp. So there's like you can park on these beaches. So we just basically got on the beach and thought we're concentrate on the drooms, yeah. So we was having a look for. Oh, also, do you notice there's little yellow water? I can't remember what they're called. But they put water in them. But we was noticing they're all filled up, or smelling of petrol. They're scattered everywhere.
Okay.
But
What for
anyway,
the
so in the
engines?
drooms, pardon.
for the engines.
Fill up the engines, didn't they?
Yeah.
But anyway, so in the dunes, we was walking along, and then Rob found a rucksack, and then when we was going through the rucksack, there was Islamic 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 what like prey beads in there. Islamic prey beads in there. People who are on my live, they know what I'm talking about. But it was Islamic prey beads. There was what, toothbrush in there, deodorant, brand new clothes, like waterproof clothes
on the beach?
everywhere, coats all buried, coats
you know what
like literally everywhere. Because they chuck it off before they go in now, because they'll weight you down. Because they'll weight you down.
Well, it's not that actually. We're getting told the reason they do it is to look vulnerable as well. It's not because the boats are very close to the edge of the.
Look at the messages now. They know what I'm talking about.
Because when they turn up in England and they've got no shoes on, they've got no trousers on, need to get pictures taken. That's what they're told to do by the migrants. They're told to dump their phones, their paperwork, all their ID, like you said, like you found. So not difficult to go over there. Not difficult.
Not easy. It's not hard to get out there at all. Just go out there and show the police respect. Talk to them respectfully, Absolutely. And then they will let you go. They did not bother us at all. The only how we got stopped coming back, so I'm going to call him out, right? So on the way back, right, they called us in, like to be searched there. Then they asked what you like. So they called, you drive into the search room, don't you?
Yeah.
So they asked what we're doing. So we said we're citizen journalists, and they said migrants. We went yes. And then the minute we said that, they wanted to search the whole car. So before this, we've already took our SIM cards out of our camera stuff to put away anyway. So they searched the whole car, and then they was just about to let us go. Then they found a baseball bat in the back of the car. So he forgot to take his baseball bat out of the car, so they confiscated that. They was asking him questions, but he showed the ball. He said, if you can prove a picture on your phone that you playing baseball with your kids, you can have it back. But I said, look, just take it. Literally, just take it.
I'm not surprised. I mean,
but it's easy getting out there. Getting out there. No bother whatsoever.
You just got to conduct yourself like a normal human
in the right way. Literally, just conduct yourself in the right way, and everything will be fine.
You don't need to commit any violence. You don't need to be threatening. You don't need to be an idiot. The French are dealing with it the same we are.
The more people document this,
on the ground.
The more it's documented, the more it's exposed, the more pressure we're going to put on. That's what's got to happen. We need people to keep going over there and exposing this. You know what I mean? So I reckon when you get to the warmer weather, come springtime, like March, April, and that, then boats will be coming daily.
Yeah. That's why it's important to get this done now. It's why it's important to stop. We need to work out a way of making sure we've got consistency with lads on the ground. We don't want idiots on the ground. We don't want anyone disrespecting us. I wish, hopefully one day I can go with you. Maybe I might be wearing a mustache probably and a wig, but I'm hoping one day we'll be able to go out with you, because it sounds like you've done what's needed to be done. And you've made
I'll be there on the 24th at Dover anyway, all right?
Yeah, it'd be brilliant. Listen, thank you so much for coming on. I hope we can talk again, and I hope we can.
Yeah, I just want to just give a shout out. Yeah, so shout out to Only Tony live on TikTok and Lord Rob 88 on TikTok, because they're the two I went with. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. And the information I got from the Patriots of Britain and Sam has helped me too, sent me in the right ways, told me how to conduct myself. So I'd shout out them and that, and big up to me mods and everyone else. I can see you all. And you, Patrick, I can see you too. But thank you, Dan. Big up to you, mate. And
really appreciate it, bro.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Well, you got my number now, so you know what I mean. And if no one's seen my YouTube channel, go and join it. BB_media_UK. Yeah, everything's on now.
You got to look at this guy's video. He's done some fantastic work.
Oh, actually, one more thing while we're here. Actually, did you see the video? I think I sent it to you. So we've got a migrant out there now. Yeah, in the camp, we've got his number, sending us videos and pictures. Yeah, so there is a basketball court, what they're using indoors, and the whole of it on the outside of the walls, everywhere is army beds. They're in now at night, but they've got to be out by 7 o'clock in the morning. I want to know. So the one who's been sending us the pictures, he's on the camp too. So he's staying at the camp, but sometimes they're in this basketball court, and I don't know why they're actually in this basketball court. So that's what I want to find out. The next thing, why they're actually going to this.
Is that is that by the beach? Is that next to the beach? There's like looks like a school, but
I think so. No one's seen this before. No one's like, so we've actually done what no one else has done. No one's actually got an undercover migrant in this camp. You know what I mean? So we've actually got one sending us footage now.
And that's what it's about. It's about collectively doing this as a team effort.
Yeah.
Everyone that can put their bit in. Everyone, you know, and like this is why I want to get you on, BB, because you've proven it can be done in the right way. And thank you again.
There's 3 of us. I can't take all the credit. Definitely Lord Rob and Only Tony. Big up to them, because it was all 3 of us. Like, we wouldn't have been able to do it. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them too. You know what I mean? So it was it was collective. But don't go out there on your own. And another thing, don't think women should be going out there neither. It's too dangerous for women.
We've made that extremely
too dangerous for women. It's a no.
Absolutely. Well said.
Because otherwise, we've got to look after them and ourselves. No, where really we want to be keeping an eye on ourselves.
I made it very clear from the first time that I went when I came back, and I said there is no chance in hell I'm ever taking a woman over there, because it is way too dangerous. And that's not to the strong women in our country, but it's a savage land out there. It's like a third world country. It is. And we say that it's a third world country out there, and that third world country then gets shipped into us. Incredible.
Yeah, they don't care about women at all. You know what I mean? They've got no respect for women at all.
And that's the problem. That's why we're doing what we're doing. And let's get a team effort going. But thanks for BB. I'll speak to you soon, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much for having me on. I don't know how to end this now, or can you do it?
Cheers, bro.
All right.
What a guy. What a guy. The reason I had this guy on is I was so impressed. I was impressed with what he did, how he conducted himself, and he proved it can be done. It can be done without any bullshit. It can be done quickly. And all you got to do is conduct yourself. So Operation Overlord is now on the 24th of January. We will be putting small teams of British and English men in various locations in the north of France. What we're asking them to do is to document and have a presence. We don't want them to hide. We don't want people not to see them. We want them to be visible. We must make a statement. We've had enough. Too much is happening. Too much talking is happening, and not enough action. People like BB Media and other people. I'm going to mention James Harvey, another one that I invited on tonight, but unfortunately I didn't hear back from him in time. James Harvey went over to France as well. If you know James, he did a great piece on the migrants. Again, conducted himself the right way. I know that Turning Point UK went to France and did the right thing, conducted themselves the right way. You know, you don't need to be violent. You don't need to confront anyone. What you need to do is show the public continuously and show them what is happening. Okay? There is ways of stopping this, but we have to come out of our comfort zones. There is a way of stopping this, but we have to get away from our screens. Nothing has to be done violent. Nothing has to be done, against the law. This can be done properly. But enough talking, and it's now action. I'm asking people to come to Dover on the 24th of January. They will then be put into teams, and they will then be. I am putting up personally £2,500 for people's travel to France. If you don't think you can afford to travel, which at the moment for a return is around about £220, £250. I will personally cover as much as I can. But I will not, if you turn up with a mask on and you're telling me you're going to go and do a migrant, or you're going to go into a camp and start a fight, or you're going to start round with the police, you're going to have a problem with me. And I'll have a problem with you, because you're going to disrespect everything that we've worked on. You're going to disrespect everything that we've worked for. And you're going to disrespect our forefathers. This is about putting English and British boots on the ground in France to make a statement. This is a long-term thing, but enough talking, and it's about time we started doing. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to be back on tomorrow. Tonight, I was going to go through logistics and show you maps and everything. I'm going to do that tomorrow now, because I ended up having BB on, and I really enjoyed our conversation. I want to make sure that this doesn't go on for too long so people can actually enjoy the video. This is a message to the French authorities. You have pushed us into a corner, and we now have to respond. You have banned British nationals whose only intention was to help stop the invasion of our country. And unfortunately for you, you are now going to have to deal with the English and the British coming to your shores. In God's name, I pray for everyone's safe travel on the 24th. We're going to get this done. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. See you tomorrow.